Think about this. If someone robbed a bank in 1995, it was simple, right? Physical robbery, physical evidence, camera caught them on tape. The police arrested them. Done. If they accused you of the robbery, you had an easy alibi. I was at work. I was at school. Here's my time card. Here are my 3 witnesses. I wasn't there. Simple, physical, provable. But what happens when crimes go digital? What happens when someone logs into your company's AI tools and they ask ChatGPT to write malware? They ask Claude to help them manipulate financial data. They ask Gemini how to forge documents. And then they say it was you. What is your alibi? I wasn't using AI at 4:00 p.m. on a Tuesday? Prove it. You can't. But here's what your current AI security tools actually capture. User visited openai.com at 4 p.m. Session duration 4 minutes. Status success. That is it. That's what most companies call AI visibility. They can tell you that a robber walked into your house, but they can't tell you what that robber stole. They're blind to what was done inside. And that's the problem we're solving at AVACompli. Let me ask you a question. If someone accused you of leaking trade secrets to ChatGPT, what would you say? I didn't do it? That's not proof. That's a defense. What if your team is making critical business decisions based on AI advice and you have zero documentation of what it actually told them? Students, what if your professor said that you cheated? In 2025, your word is not enough. You need proof. Here's the truth that nobody's telling you. Every single AI conversation you have right now is invisible. Your company, they cannot see it. Your compliance teams, they cannot prove it. And when someone asks, what did the AI tell you? You have zero evidence. I'm Oluwashanu Joseph, the founder and the CEO of AVACompli, and I'm about to show you why traffic logs are worthless and why forensic AI login is about to become the most important technology that you or your company doesn't know it needs yet. Let me paint you a picture of where we are right now. 5 years ago, cyber attacks were something that happened to tech companies, big corporations, government agencies, but not anymore. In 2024, a regional hospital in Ohio got hit with ransomware. The attackers, they used AI to write malware that took them just a few hours. And it resulted in millions of dollars in damages. At a law firm in New York, an associate used ChatGPT to draft a brief, and the AI hallucinated case citations. In other words, it made up fake cases. The attorney cited them in court and was nearly disbarred. What if a pharmaceutical company employee asked an AI tool for help with a clinical trial and they accidentally pasted patient data into a prompt? That is a HIPAA violation. You can be fined millions, if not billions. These aren't edge cases anymore. This is happening every single day. And here's what nobody's talking about. We're entering a world where you cannot tell what's real anymore. Deepfakes that sound exactly like your CEO. AI-generated emails that pass every security protocol. Synthetic voices that fool biometric authentication. Society is reaching a tipping point. Very soon, we won't be able to differentiate the real from the fake. And when that happens, the only thing that proves what's real and what's fake is proof. Not your word, not your memory, not your, I would never do that. You need forensic, tamper-proof, time-stamped evidence. And that's what most people and companies don't have. So here's the scenario. I want you to imagine that you're at home Sunday afternoon and you're on your laptop researching recipes. Chocolate-covered cupcakes for your kid's birthday party. You Googled it. You asked ChatGPT for variations. You scroll on Pinterest. Meanwhile, someone at your company is using your credentials. They're logged into your work account. They're asking AI how to manipulate financial reports, how to hide transactions, how to forge audit documentations. Monday morning, you now walk into the office and there's an investigator waiting. We need to talk about what you did with the AI this weekend. And then you say, I was baking cupcakes. They say we have logs showing your account accessed ChatGPT and you committed financial fraud. You say, that wasn't me. They say, prove it. You realize you have no proof. Traffic logs just say your account was used. They don't say what you asked. They don't say what the AI responded. They cannot differentiate between cupcake recipes and corporate espionage. This is where most companies fall short. This is what makes most companies vulnerable. This is where most companies and people are right now. They're blind, vulnerable, and one accusation away from a disaster. But AVACompli, we capture everything. Let me show you what I mean. Most of these AI monitoring tools, they'll tell you that you have logged in and used ChatGPT at 4 p.m. Status success. That's cool. It's useless. AVACompli gives you forensic evidence. Here's what we actually capture. Who, the employee ID, your full name, department, role, when, the timestamp down to the millisecond, not 3 p.m., not 3 afternoon. We're talking 3:47, 23.456 p.m. EST, December 23rd, 2024. Which AI tool? ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot. We monitor 50 plus tools and custom tools per your request. What they asked, the full prompt, word for word, exactly as typed. We show this. What the AI said, the complete response, not a summary, not a snippet, the entire conversation. Cryptographic hash, tamper-proof verification. If anyone tries to edit the log, the hash breaks. You know immediately. Let me give you a real example. AVACompli forensic log record number 482937. Employee, Sasha Joseph. ID 2847. Department, Human Resources. Timestamp, December 23, 2024 at 3:47, 23.456 p.m. EST. AI tool, ChatGPT-4. Imagine leadership is typing into an AI search. Should we terminate this employee for repeated tardiness? They've been late 8 times in 2 months. What are the legal risks? And the AI responds, before terminating for attendance issues, document all instances with dates and times. Review your employer's handbooks, attendance policy. Consider progressive discipline. Immediate termination without prior warning could expose you to wrongful termination claims. Hash, A8, etc. Status, tamper-proof. That is a forensic log. That's court-admissible documentation. That's what AVACompli does. Now let me show you why this matters for everyone. When I tell people about AVACompli, they assume it's just for Fortune 500 companies and highly regulated industries. And yes, if you're in pharma, if you're in healthcare, if you're in finance, the AI is already asking for AI documentation. It may not yet be implemented, but it soon will. The SEC, they'll soon start asking for it. The SEC is slowly but surely requiring audit trails for AI-assisted financial analysis. But here's what people miss. Everyone needs this. If you're a freelancer and the client accuses you of using their proprietary data in AI prompts, AVACompli shows exactly what you asked. It proves that you did not. If you're a student and a professor thinks that you cheated with ChatGPT, AVACompli shows your entire research process, time-stamped and verified. If you're a solopreneur, investor claims you stole their idea and used AI to build it. AVACompli proves when you started working on it, what you asked the AI, what it told you. If you're a mom researching cupcake recipes and someone hacks your account, accusing you of fraud, AVACompli shows you were asking about frosting techniques, not financial crimes. This isn't about big companies or compliance teams. This is about having an alibi in a world where your word isn't enough anymore. Before AI, if someone said you did something illegal, you could prove it. You can prove where you were physically, the witnesses, the security cameras, the credit card receipts. But in the virtual world, when the crime happens through a screen, when someone can impersonate you with stolen credentials, your only alibi is your data. Because everything we have is our data. And most people, when it comes time for their proof, they have zero data. AVACompli gives you that data automatically, silently, always. Now, some of you are thinking, don't other companies do this? That's a great question. See, there are companies that track AI usage. They tell you how much money you spent on AI. The API calls, how many employees visited ChatGPT, which department used AI the most. Once again, these are very cool metrics. No legal compliance. They're not admissible in court. They don't help you. Like the example I gave with the burglar, we can say that they broke into the window on the east side. They took your jewelry box, They took the painting in the hallways. Here's the exact inventory. Here's the proof. Do you see the difference? One tells you something happens, and the other, AVACompli, gives you evidence that you can present to the police, insurance, or a judge. We're not an analytics tool. We're not a monitoring dashboard. And we're the first, the original. If you see something similar today, it's an imitation or a form of counterfeit. Or I think the popular term is knockoff. We are the industry first, and we're not going anywhere. As society grows and moves towards more technology, AVACompli will continue to grow and move with these advancements. In a world that's rapidly moving at a pace of artificial intelligence, you cannot afford to get left behind. Let me close with this. AI isn't coming. AI is here. Right now, your employees, they're using it. Your competitors, they're using it. Your students, your colleagues, your teams, everyone is using AI. Whether you think it's good, whether you think it's bad, whether you are ready for it, it's happening. The question isn't, should we use AI? The question is, can we prove how we used it? Because regulations, they are coming. Lawsuits, they are coming. And audits, they are coming. The EU AI Act is already in effect. The SEC is already investigating AI assets trading. Universities are expelling students for AI cheating without evidence. And when they come for you, will you have the proof? Or will you have, I didn't do it? Here's what I know for sure. You can't afford to say, we'll figure it out later. You can't afford trust that everything will be fine, because it won't. So at ai.avacompli.com, we have the original forensic AI footprint. We're the first of our kind. We capture every AI conversation you or your team has. We create court-admissible evidence. We protect you from false accusations, regulatory audits, and legal disasters. We work for individuals. We work for government. We work for defense. We work for enterprises. We work for small startups. We work for you. Everyone needs this. And if you don't believe me, wait 6 months. Wait a year. Wait until someone accuses you of something that you did not do. Wait until an auditor asks, prove you didn't leak data to AI. Wait until it's too late. Or you can protect yourself now with AVACompli. AVACompli. Compliance, training, audits, automated, always ready.